Your little fucking nuts are gonna start quaking, buddy. Your little nuts are gonna be quaking. Fuck! 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 Fuck!
So I was talking to Choops about the caretaker after that last TBMR, and she was like, and I was like, Death Dream? What? Why the frick does that sound like a 12-year-old's Warrior Cats OC? So I was like, I bet then. Let me search that shit up real quick. And what I found led me to one resounding question. Is Death Dream a real genre of music? Now, of course, subjectively, yes, everything is a real genre of music, and anything can be as long as you perceive it as so. Music is a subjective topic, as is all art. And is Death Dream good ambience and storytelling? Hell yeah, I love it. However, is Death Dream recognized as a separate and unique genre of music by many? Should it be? Are there better categories of music that these projects fit into? Is Death Dream a quote-unquote real genre? Will I ever recover from the heartbreaking abandonment of my ex-wife? Please, Veronica.
It's the Triple Bepple Super Show.
Alright, so first, let's introduce the catalyst, the archaeologist responsible for Death Dream being unearthed from that wretched tomb from whence it came. Fellow comrade and music YouTuber, Pad Chennington. Pad made this video, the internet's darkest music genre, about a week and a half ago, and it blew up, amassing almost 200k within that short of a time frame, numbers that I can only dream of as an internet retard. Now, when I ask people about this genre, they refer me to one of two things. Either this video, or if they're real underground hipster vaporwave soy boys, this written article on vapor95.com. So get this, I was watching the video on one window, and reading the article in the other, as one does when their IQ is above 40,000 like myself. And I realized that Pad's saying the exact words on this article, like, verbatim. And so now I'm all like, oh whoa, did Pad steal this content? What? Oh, where's the integrity? Bye-bye. And then I scroll down. That's right, boys. Pad actually wrote the article. Alright, cool, that's nice, very nice. So I look up Death Dream music and Death Dream genre on Google, looking for sources outside of Pad. This article and video are what comes up, and then Reddit/forum posts of people asking how to make Death Dream music, evidently exposed by the Pad video. Okay, so I guess this just means it's super underground. More underground than even my favorite genre, lollycore, right? So Pad's work defines the Death Dream genre as, quote, a small collection of albums that explore themes of isolation, depression, desperation, and other similar subject matters. Oh, okay. Well then, is Lil Wayne Death Dream? Oh, no? Alright. Is Blink-182 Death Dream? No? Alright. How about Fall Out Boy? They all seem to explore similar subject matter. You know, I don't think it's right to just define a song type or a song genre by its content. So let's say that it also has to fit within the stylistic choices of the Death Dream songs given, in that it is instrumental, ambient, and is meant to tell a story through elongated use of tracks. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So would Everywhere at the End of Time, considered as dark ambient music, be considered Death Dream? Or how about F-sharp, A-sharp Infinity, considered as post-rock? What about He Has Left Us But Shafts of Light Still Grace the Corners of My Fat Cock and Balls, also considered as post-rock? Or what about even the work of Emma Essex's Orestes, considered ambient drone music? I feel as though this definition is quite broad, and although it's able to cover tracks labeled as Death Dream, It seems as though that could also define dark ambience, or ambient drone, or even post-rock. Could this be even considered a sort of post-vaporwave? It seems as though Death Dream music falls into a variety of categories that also accurately describe it. So now I'm hella intrigued. On the video/article, Pad mentions 2 albums by this guy named Father 2006. However, you're more likely to know him as his more renowned alias. Renowned? I don't know, dude. I'm mentally disabled. CHRISTTT. Or Chris cross. Or, maybe it's just pronounced Christ. Yeah, probably that one. So anyways, I see that he has this tweet, which I will reenact for you in epic Eugene fashion. For reference, this is a comment on the very first album mentioned in the video, Reflection, which is a very good album. You should actually check it out, to be honest. It's lit.
I see a lot of people calling this vaporwave. Yeah, it's not. It's called Death Dream. Death Dream is a very small and dying genre of music about nihilism, depression, complete hopelessness, suicide, and many other morbid topics. It's virtually impossible to find on big websites unless you know the artist's name and the album or song, because of how small the genre is, and because there's a very popular movie with the same name. For most of you, this will be your only Death Dream experience.
And then Christ says, I made this album. It is vaporwave.
You're not the real Christ.
By the way, I'd like to add that this Eugene-ass motherfricker is definitely basing this claim solely off of Pad's video. Like, it was made, directly after the video came out, and, it drew a bunch of attention to the album, so, you can connect the dots pretty easily. Okay, well, first off, bruh. This tweet made me very interested, and because God somehow gifted me with unwavering confidence on this blessed day, I said, frick it, let's get this dude's opinion. So, I got 96 bot Twitter followers, I'm sure he'll respond. So I took a leap of faith and asked him the defining question. Do you believe that Death Dream music exists? Or is it just post-rock / vaporwave / noise / ambiance? To which he responded by coming to my house, pulling out a Smith & Wesson 1911 Pro Series with custom matte grip and shooting me directly in the sternum 12 times. Then he said, I didn't realize it had a name until the Pad video came out. I just saw it as a spin on vaporwave. Not sure on the article you're talking about. Then with my dying breath, I showed him the article. It's basically just the text version of this. Then he sent me the Pad video. And yeah, I think it's just another offshoot of vaporwave. And I was like, that's pretty intriguing that one of the supposed genre founders considers it an offshoot of vaporwave rather than an entirely separate entity. Now, I can't just go off of secondary sources. I have to get that pure, refined, undiluted primary shit, you dig? So I hop over to Bandcamp, where the majority of Death Dream comes from, according to Pad. I counted, and there are a total of 65 album releases, after or scheduled after Pad's video. Of course, some might be scheduled before the video was released or with no influence from the video. But for reference, Pad himself says that at the time of making his video, there were only 75 albums under the tag. This means that the population has almost doubled following the video. Not making any commentary on this, unlike some people in some comment sections. But damn, it's crazy how much influence Pad holds in the underground music community and the vaporwave community. To be honest, he really does deserve it. He makes much higher quality content than me. But that's why I call myself a retard openly in all these videos. Anyways, let's check out some of these albums. The first album released under the tag, This Is Your Escape by Sidewalks and Skeletons, is just straight up electronic music. Spooky and ethereal at times though. People seem to be describing it as witch house, and I couldn't think of a more fitting title. It's witchy and it's house. I honestly frick with this record heavy. It's pretty good. This one, Black Witch, released by Paul Dead in 2013, is heavy bass witch house, which I also frick with. I honestly was bobbing my head while listening to it. Shit's fire. But it doesn't really seem to fit the Death Dream archetype. I feel like a lot of the Death Dream tag is saturated with witch house. You know, not the majority by any means, but a good 20 to 30%. While there is real Death Dream music, with the ambience and the storytelling described, I feel as though the 75 count in Pad's video might be off as a result of the Witch House albums released under the tag.
Oh, but you need to listen to real Death Dream.
Alright, now let's listen to some real Death Dream. Alright. Black Records? Alright. BLCR Labs? Alright. Black Records? Alright. BLCR Labs? Now, the owner of Black Records, Dark Nature, is the one interviewed in Pad's video. He seems to be the champion spearheading the idea that Death Dream is a wholly separate and unique genre, which I 100% respect. I mean, he's one of the most talented producers of this style of music, and he deserves to be an authority on the matter. However, with BLCR and Black Records releases taken out of the picture, there's Goosebumps Zine with a few releases, and Children of the Grayscale Rainbow, which also only seems to have a few releases. Is the recognition of the genre by 4 independent labels enough to constitute the existence of a whole genre? Well, it's not really up to me to decide that. So is Death Dream a real genre of music? Many will say it's simply ambient/dark drone music. Others might say it's post-rock or even a genre of post-vaporwave. But honestly, I agree with this guy, Kurosai67, in the comments of Reflection by CHRISTTT, or Father. Quote, "It's a very niche and synthetic subgenre that exists only because of the consensus of a very small group of vapor noise wave enthusiasts. So Death Dream's existence really comes down to a matter of opinion. If you feel it exists separately from the genres I mentioned before, then good for you. Go out and live your death dreams. But if you believe it's not a genre of its own, and it's just dark ambience, or an offshoot of vaporwave, or dark drone, or ambient noise music, then good for you. Go out and live out your highbrow dreams. It doesn't matter in the end. It's all labels, and what matters is that we all can listen to, produce, and experience the sounds that we enjoy, no matter what they're called." Oh wait, me? You want to hear my opinion? Oh, you're gonna make me blush, my guy. Yeah, no, I don't think it's a real fucking genre. Essentially, I just believe it is dark drone or dark ambience music, but with an edgier name. I don't really think that the name adds anything to it. I don't think that the name distinguishes it from any other kind of dark drone, so therefore I personally don't believe it to be a genre, and I don't think that anybody deserves a higher seat than anyone else. I don't think anyone should be getting up on a high horse because they watched a Pad Chennington video, bro. Like, who do you think you are? You watched a YouTube video that's like 250,000 views, like 258,000 other people have watched that same video, so who are you to go schooling people on what kind of music is what kind of music, you feel me? And statistically, like, no, you're probably not one of the original 2016 Death Dream people. If you are, more power to you, you know, like, good job, you are in this little niche culture. I believe that Death Dream is more of a culture, like a small community on Bandcamp, rather than an actual separate genre of music. Of course, I 100% respect the producers or practitioners, as Pad says, of Death Dream. I think that you are all very talented, and I actually really do, fucks with the energy of your music. I just don't think it's classified as a separate genre. Thanks for watching another retarded video, created by the internet's busiest music retard.
Subscribe to make me feel better about my regrets.